Trump signed order imposing a $1 lakh annual fees for H1 visa application. How do you see this step?
Well, I think it is in keeping with his various statements that he has been making ever since, especially to please his MAGA constituency. He has also been, creating more difficulties with regard to his prescriptions on the H1-B visa, not from now, but for quite some time now. Even the ordinary visas also have become not that easy. So what he's trying to do basically is trying to extract as much money as he can from the industry, even if it is at the expense of the United States, eventually, and also to make it difficult by giving them gold card at $2 million to a corporate and then asking them to pay $100,000 for each H1B visa that they want. And as you know, India is the largest user of that visa, so it will directly impact on us. It might even enable various companies to eventually, instead of getting people to the United States, work online, which has also been going on significantly. But this is a regressive step in my view. And because India is the only country today which will provide talent to the world until 2050. And if you want to cut your nose to spite the face, so be it.
The trade deal talks back on track. Goyal led team in the US next week. How do you see this step?
Well, I think that this is an ongoing thing. Trump has realized that the trade deal must go on. He tried to use it as a leverage by imposing the highest tariffs and sanctions on India, 25 plus 25, for a very illegitimate reason, actually. You can't justify what he did that. But at the same time, India has always been open to it, considers the India-US relationship as a very important global comprehensive strategic partnership. And the trade in goods is only one component of that. So it is good that the negotiations have happened. There are sticking points still that have not been addressed. And I believe that the Indian delegation would be visiting the US soon. Hopefully, they will work out on some kind of a deal, and unnecessary, unjustified tariffs and sanctions imposed on India will be removed. Of course, this has begun to impact the Indian industry, but at the same time, the government is seized with the matter. It has been finding ways how to alleviate their suffering, to compensate the exporters, and to identify newer markets through diversification.
Sir, EM Bremer statement. India better positions that EU is current geopolitics. How do you see this statement?
Well, I think the Jan Bremer as an intellectual, he realizes that India is in a very good position today, irrespective of the global downturn that is happening or even the Trump's disruptionist policies. India has followed a consistent policy of multi-alignment with the strategic autonomy. And in all its major relationships, it has developed those kind of constituency in different countries, different geographies, different alliance groups, which are like BRICS, Squad, or across various free trade agreements and all. So India is in a very good position as far as, plus our exposure to the world has been limited to some extent, and we do not admit or accept the unilateral sanctions by countries unless they are authorized by the United Nations. So we'll have to find ways how we continue to deal with them going forward. Geopolitically, of course, there's a churn taking place. Everybody is trying to cover his back in the first place. And it is in that context that I would like to say that the Saudi-Pakistan defense deal that we are looking at needs to be seen. Saudi Arabia is a very important comprehensive strategic partner for India. Our relationship is growing by leaps and bounds, and this has been already indicated by even the Saudi leadership with regard to this particular deal. So, but at the same time, it is important to be vigilant, but to continue to be on your feet all the time with agile diplomacy so that you can address some of the concerns and reflect your concerns to your partners. And I'm quite sure that even though Pakistan might be gloating in it for some time, but the reality will strike when the reality happens.
Okay, thank you so much. Join for ANI, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.